Hello everyone and welcome back to Polly's Pretties. So I'm a little late with my video today, but there are reasons behind that. So we're just going to go ahead and go with it. So the one for today, which is the August challenge, hashtag make it with me, we're up to day 12, which is turn a cabochon to a charm. So that's what we're going to do right now. And I've got a ton laid out here on my desk to show you. I've got my E6000. I've got my, what are these things? Air cleaner things. And I've got some other things just to try and see if it works. So, what I'm going to do is bring it down to the desk, and hopefully you'll be able to see something. I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff sitting here right now because I was working with a lot of stuff. Let me try to move that over there. Okay. So, if you look down here on my desk, I have all kinds of flat back cabochons. Now, some of these are store-bought. These are little flat back buttons. These are just little, if I can get a hold of it, little 2-hole buttons here that I'm going to show you. We're going to use those. We've got some flat back roses, a little flat back daisy, rainbows, all kinds of different stuff here, okay? And then, if you come on over this way a little further, I've got homemade flat back cabochons. And these were made with glitter glue. There's a bear there. There's a bear there. There's a bear there. Okay? And I didn't have necessarily the size I wanted of the molds when I was making these, and I didn't think they'd really do very good. And then I have this one that is a brain for Halloween, obviously. And instead of putting a thing on it like I'm going to do today, I screwed an eye pin down in it, and it can now be used to dangle as a charm or however. But that's one idea. You can take your eye pin and put it down in the ones that are done with the hot glue. Now it is hard. This is not an easy thing. This is hard. Okay, but the way I'm going to show you today is a little bit different. It takes a little more time technically. But I think that they last longer. I think they look better. And we're just going to, if I can get my jar open, we're going to get into it. Man, maybe I need to call for He-Man. Jeez, I think I may have to. Oh, He-Man! You! I need you! Oh my, I can't even get the jar open. I made the jar, by the way. It was a old spaghetti jar we washed and cleaned out. I painted the lid, put rickrack on it, bought the mushroom, and put a glass gem on there. These decorate my bathroom. Now you know. Aha! Got it! Never mind. Whew! But these Q-tips are going to come in very handy today. I'm going to tell you, when you dispose of these, make sure 155% at least that you dispose of them correctly so that no one gets hurt, they don't stick to anything, so on and so on and so on. Because we're going to be using a very volatile glue. I don't know how many of you have used this. I know jewelry makers tend to. E6000. It is going to be ugly. I needed this open. I didn't want to open it first, but now I got it. This is a very ugly, sticky glue. It sticks to everything, even things you don't want it to. So keep it away from your eyes, keep it away from your face, keep it away from your nose. And yes, I'm having to do this because this is a very powerful glue. It really is. And once it starts coming out, that's the end of that. It's coming out on whatever you got sitting there. So I apply mine with Q-tips because I don't want it all over. I'm actually looking for a small scratch of paper so I can lay my glue on it. And I can just throw the paper a bit away. Let's just use one of these. That's alright. I can make another one. Alright, we're going to take a tag. We're going to lay it here. I'm going to go ahead and lay my glue out. And then I'm going to show you the bails that I use on the back of these. These are little, let me see if I can hold it up so you can see it. These are little clear bails. Okay, and I got it from Temu, I believe. But I think you could probably get it on Amazon and a bunch of different odd places. And they're just clear bails for jewelry making. Now, here's what we're going to do. Oh, the smell of this stuff is wild when you open it. So, like I said, be extra, extra, extra. I can't even say enough. Extra careful. So when you squirt up your glue, and this one might be a little bit out, I may have to get another one. It's been a long while since I played with this stuff. A long while. Ugh. but I hate to leave glue in my tubes and then throw them away. I hate to do that. I like to get every last bit I can possibly get. There it comes, there it comes, there it comes. I see you. Little bit of work. Hopefully you have a nice fresh tube, or the smaller tubes of the, I think it's B7000 or something. Because that would work too. It's still the same family, would still do the exact same thing. I take my Q-tip in, I get some on it, and I'm going to set that over there because I bet you that guy's going to leak like a sieve here in about a minute. I'm going to take my bail, the way I want to put it onto my object, and I'm going to put the E6000 all over the bail piece where I'm going to attach it to the cabochon piece. So I think I'm going to start with this blue snowflake right here, and I think we're going to go in right like this, and you do need to kind of press it down, so it's probably going to get on your hands. So I'm going to tell you, wash them super well. Super well. Soap, hot water. Like, no joke. Alright, now I'm going to lay this down and let this dry. And I let mine dry for 24 hours. No joke. I never, ever, ever let them dry any less and try to use them. It's always a full 24 hours. So you can even do littler things than that snowflake, but I wanted to start with doing that one. Hopefully I'm going to have enough glue here to do a few, I don't know. I kind of use my E6000 a lot, so I run out of it pretty good. But yeah, just we're going to coat our bail. I'm going to do one of these hearts here next to show you the heart. And you want to try to center the bail in the center of your cabochon to the best of your ability, like this. And now I'm going to turn this, and I am going to, or no, I'm not, I'm going to set it like that, because that one has to be like that. This one can be upside down because it's flatter. That one's got a little bit of a divot. And I'm just going to do a few while I'm here. So if you want to hang out with me, you're more than welcome. If you're done, you've seen all you need to see, that's cool. But yeah, this is how I make some of my little dangle pieces. Now let's try, come here, heart. I think you're really pretty, so get you, and I only have one of you. Some of these, yes, I only have one of. Some I have a couple of. It just depends. I don't have a ton of flatbacks anymore. I use them in crafting, other than my jewelry making. So that's how that one will look when it's done, hopefully. I'm going to pop that one right over there. Alrighty. Come on, Mr. Glue. I'm surprised it's actually not leaking out of the container today like it normally does on me. Which, yeah, that says something to me right there. Alright, I guess that one doesn't. So just keep on going. We're going to keep on going until we get these ones done. Come on, get up there. Don't you be stupid like that. And you can always, you know, be really super careful and put just the right safe amount of glue on here. Let's see, where am I going next? I'm going to do that teddy bear. Now, I will say this, don't go cheapy and try to be chintzy with your E6000, or these will not stay. You need to really put the E6000 on there. And it needs to be on there, like no joke on there. Okay, I think that guy should be okay once he dries. And as you can see, I picked out a bunch of bales because when I do this, I like to come in and I like to do a bunch at one time, let them all dry, and then I have them if I need them. Hot glue will not work for this, I will tell you that. Hot glue doesn't hold these. They will come apart faster than you can whistle Dixie, and that's not a joke. Hot glue won't do it. Wet glue also is not a good option. It doesn't have a strong enough hold for this. So again, it'll come undone, and that'll be it. So I don't use either one of those. The only thing I have found that works is the E6000. I mean, if you make these and you found something else and it's not as aha as the E6000, please leave it in the comments, my friends, because, woo, this stuff is wicked. It is wicked. And I'm not even using ton. I'm just covering the bale like you need to make sure that everything stays where it's supposed to. I just want to get some of these made so I can have them ready to go. To go. Yeah. Okay. There we are. Ah, yeah, the smell's starting. Ooh, I can smell it. Hello. Ah, you are wicked. And not wicked in a good way. Alright, I think I'll take a B. Oop, jeez. And all the ones I'm using so far are pretty substantial size. But I'll show you here in a minute, they don't have to be humongous. Okay. I'm gonna have to move these somewhere else so I can get in and get more bales. Okay, let's get a new Q-tip. We're gonna get rid of that guy. Yuck, yuck, yuck. My goodness. You are really not easy to squeeze today. Alright, get. Come here, Mr. Bale. Like I said, this stuff is very yuck smelling. Unless you have, unless you can be outside doing it. And, sometimes outside works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm just gonna say that right now. I've done it outside a couple times, and it was really, really nice and sunny. And instead of helping it dry faster, my bales come undone. I'm going to try strawberry next. Whoa. Maybe if I can keep a hold of it. Because we love strawberries around here. So, just pop that up like that. Alrighty. Oof. That guy's wild. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to have to move these so I can get into the rest of my bales there. And I think the bales come like 100 or 200 or something in the pack. So you get a fair amount. Okay. Now let me try one of these smaller ones I've been wanting to do. I'm going to try my little bear here. He's a little sleepy time bear is what I call him. He's got a little sleepy hat on. And we're going to make sure we get him right in there nice. Smash that down on there. And yes, you did hear me say smash that. Smash that down on there. You want that thing flat on there. You don't want there to be any space. Alright. So we did, let me show you him if I can pick him up again. Here's what the little guy will look like. I got one more bale here. Let's get it done. I got a lot more to do, but I've got one more bale sitting here ready. Well, not quite ready. I've got to put the glue on it. But like I said, be generous with your glue. Don't be chintzy, because if you do, these things are not going to stay together. They just won't. It's, I don't know, law of averages, I guess. Where do I want to go next? You know what? I'm going to try one of my homemade bears. That's what I'm going to do. Because I think they'd be cute. Okay. So there's how that one will look. And now I've got to maneuver some stuff to get to more bales. But anyway, as you see, this is exactly how this goes. You just keep on and keep on however many you want to do, or how many ever bales you have. Let me get rid of that one, because in moving this, I'm going to close this up for a minute. I really don't like leaving that guy open. Okay, we're going to put him back in his jar. in case he leaks. I'm going to go ahead and move this over here. That's what I said. I try to be very careful when I'm working with the E6000 because of how yuck it can be and how dangerous it can be to get it all over things. So now how to move you guys and where to move you that you'd be safe for now. Well, I know a place I can sit that one. Possibly that one. And these can start drying a bit while I work on more, because I do want to get a good few done. I don't sit and do this like every day, because it takes drying time. It does. It takes drying time with these. And sometimes they can be a little bit of a pain. Sometimes. So, let me get some of these moved that I know I'm okay to move at the moment. So I can get in here and get some more bales, because like I said, I want to get a few of these done tonight. I really do. I just think that I've been neglecting them, and now it's time to not. So I want to make sure I get as many done as possible today, or at least as many as I have dug out today. Oh wait, that's the wrong box for the bales. What was I thinking? Whee! I don't know. Where'd I put that box? There it is. Alright. Sorry about that. And like I said, you get a good few bales that you could work with. I don't put them on metal bales because I don't know how well the metal bales would do with the cabachaun piece. So, I lost your lid. There it is. Okay. Wow. Wake it up, Polly. Wake it up. Okay. So this guy's done. We're going to sit him over there too. And then I'm going to get my little card back here. There we are. Put it back down over here. Get my little Q-tips back. And then I open up my E6000 again. But as you see, this is what I do. And then once they're good and dry for 24 hours, I will take them and put them away with my charms. And I can use them on necklaces, bracelets, earrings, what have you. Oh boy. Alrighty. Let's just... There we go. It's kind of hard to see the back side of you there, Roger Dodger. I'm going to get this other strawberry laid on. There's that one. And like I said, I do a few of these at a time when I do them. That way, I'm done for a while and I can, go on about whatever else I need to do. And sometimes the glue is a little bit of a pain, which is also why I have my tag here or my paper here so I can, if I have to, wipe some off. Because it gets weird. That's the only thing I know to call it weird. Let me get another one of these white hearts done. Okay. There's other ways to make charms too. I'm sure many of you probably know them. Like you can use erasers and stuff. The eraser ones can turn out really, really cute. I've done a few. I'm gonna do another snowflake here. And that one, while it's drying, can go upside down like that. I'm going to have cabochons all over my desk. That's okay, though. I'm really not upset by it. I mean, I'll have to move them, but that will be totally alright. Let's get this last white heart done. That'll give me all 3 of those. Because I kind of have some ideas for those already. Okay. There we go. Oh my goodness. I'd have to call He-Man in here to get the glue out of the tube here. Gee whiz. I hate when it gets like that. Gonna do my last snowflake, have it done. Those snowflakes turn out so pretty so far. Aha, I see you. You ain't playing that with me. I hate extra glue on the back like that hanging out. I don't like that at all. So, I don't go for that. Alright. We are kind of getting there. Yeah. Come on. Get on her. Thank you. Where next? Let's do a popsicle. Yeah. I'm going to lay this one upside down as well. There we go. Okay. And as you can see, this is something I take a notion to do, and then I sit here and I do however many I end up laying out usually. Unless something strikes me while I'm sitting here. And if that happens, well, heaven help us, because I may do something completely off the wall. We're going to do that great big rose. Why? Because I said so. Okay. Let's get that on there real good. Okay. Alrighty. That's how the big rose will look. I actually like it. I think it'll be quite pretty. So. There. Let's do our ghosty. There's only one of her, so let's get her on here. Alright, that's how she'll look. I need to be a whole lot stronger to get all this out of this tube. Wowie. I'm gonna have to do some hand workouts or something. Yikes. I'm gonna do a mermaid next just because I want to. And yeah, that's really the reason, just because I want to. Okay. That's how she'll look. Absolutely adorable. And as you see, I mean, like I'm covering up my desk here with these. And I'll let these dry, like I said, the whole 24 hours before I try to use them anyway. Because anytime I've tried to use them before 24 hours of drying, doesn't work. Okay, where are we going, where are we going, where are we going? Let's do one of these guys, because they're kind of pretty by themselves. That's just one of those little ones like that. Need more of this guy. Come on. And it may drive you about half crazy by the time you get all the ones you want to do done. Just to let you know, we're going to go ahead and get this other mermaid. That is how she's going to come up. Alrighty. Come on, get on her. Alright. I think I'm going to do this seashell next. Just because I think the seashells are kind of cute. There you go. Okay. I'm actually going to pull Mr. Bun Bun and get the cabochon on him. Boy, I did pull a lot out tonight. That's alright. That's alright. Okay. So here is Mr. Bun Bun. I think he'll turn out really cute when he's done. Come on, get on her. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see. Well, let's do the other popsicle, why not? I do try to make sure mine are centered so they don't hang off kilter. Now, sometimes that is easier said than done. But we should be getting there. I think I'm going to turn that one over on his back like that to let it dry. So, and then I have another idea I want to try if I can get my glue to work with me. Oh, man. Boy. Alrighty. Well, let's do our other seashell. We'll get it done. Alright. And then, come on. Let's go with this other little blue one for now. Get it done. Getting there. Yes, I am. And I wanted to try to show you could do this on multiple different types of cabochons. It didn't have to be just a certain type. I'll stick that guy right there. And that guy has to go in there now because he is just absolute trash. Alright. Boy, I need to get me one of them. What are they? Glue squeezers or something, maybe? Wow. Come on, give me my glue. And like I said, depending on how many you do, you may need to, like, do this outside or somewhere very well ventilated with loads of air. This one, I think I want to try. Not you yet. No, not you yet. Let's do a frog. I don't have any for rubies. Okay, so we now have a frog there to dry. I am getting there with getting these done. Boy, I'm glad. It's taken out. I think I'm going to have to bend my tube all up on itself here. Oh gosh, this is not the easiest thing in the world, let me tell you. I'm going to have to get, like, arm lessons, I think. Oh my goodness. Or hand lessons or something. Oh, this is like... Okay. Wow, seriously. And it still doesn't want to come up. My hand's going to be tired from working with this glue. Come on. Let me have that, thank you. Control over there. Alright, wow. That was wild, trying to get that done like that. There we go. Suggestion for the glue companies, make it easier to get the glue out your bottles. Wow. Okay, let's do another one of these hot glue bears that I made. And let's get this on here so that Mr. Bear can be used. And yes, I do try to clean mine off. It may not always look like it, but yes, I do. Okay. Oh, the other bear's over there. Okay. So where's the other one that I did? Alright. And now I need more cabbage, or more bales again. Which is quite alright. I can move things around and get to these bales just good. So... Okay. One did go flying on me. So bring that back here. I wasn't done with that yet. Alright. And as you see, I just keep doing the same thing. I just keep putting my glue on my bale, making sure I cover it good, and then whatever cabochon I want to use at that point, let's go with one of these. I just make sure I stick this down on it good, hold that down, press that in, make sure that's centered to the best of your ability, and then there you go, another cabochon to dry. So... I don't know if there's another glue out there that works better than the E6000. Like I said, this was what I learned to use. Oh boy, hello, thank you. Come here, come here. So if you know of another one, like I said, please do leave it in the comments. Because one, these tubes are kind of a pain. I don't have good luck with getting all the glue out of them. So, yeah. Alright, we'll get that other heart done. And as you can tell, yes, I'm doing quite a load of these to get them to dry for the 24 hours. Okay, wait a minute, what happened there? Okay. There we go. I'm gonna try this. I don't know if it'll work. No, it's not gonna. My glue's not enough to do that, but that's alright. I'll figure it out. Alrighty. Let's do one of the whipped topping pieces that I have. Kind of maybe have an idea for some of those. And sometimes I'll have my whole desk completely full of these things, waiting on them to dry. That's just kind of how I end up doing them. I do batches at a time instead of doing one or two. Yeah, there it is. There's one. Okay. As long as they have a flat back, and it does need to be a flat back, not like one of the bumpier ones, they usually work really well. Yeah. I tried a bumpy backed one once where it was a little more lumpy than flat, and it did not work so well. It came right off the bale, like even after letting it dry for 24 hours, it just fell right off. So I have not tried that again. Like I said, when I put it on there, I want it to stay. So. Yay, I almost have the whole mess of them that I had out there done. And that is cool. Then I can pull the other thing up that I was going to show and see if it works. Hopefully, pray. Because I would really like for it to. I'm going to do another froggy. By the time I get done with this set today, I may need to open a new E6000. And that's alright if I do. I am not afraid of that at all. I'm gonna try that guy. I don't know 100% if this one will work. We're going to give it an old try here, but I don't know, because his real estate is a little funny. So we may have to offset him and have him kind of hang sideways to be able to get our bail on him nice. Yeah, give me back my finger, thank you. Alright, that guy should be drying. Yeah, back. Now, I think I'm going to try one of these little roses. And with these, they are flat backed, but the back is about the size of your bail bottom. So when you put these on, you want to be real careful. Look at where your glue is. Make sure you clean it up. Because once this glue dries, oh, it's a nightmare. That's not even a joke. It's a nightmare. You don't clean it up after that. But that should be a cute little charm. Look at that. Okay, we're going to have to be time to change. Yep, I think it's time to change. That one just doesn't want to do anymore. Okay. 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 Let's get our... Woo! Okay. That was not good. Let's get our third little frog. And we'll get him on there. There we are. All froggies are done. That is nice. Okay. We're going to do our last bear out of the glitter hot glue. And go ahead and get it on here. And there he is. We are actually getting there to the end. Yay. Okay. I'm going to come and take one of the hearts because I know that they stay pretty good usually. Let's do another one of these roses. That one did pretty good, actually. Good, good. We're going to do the last little rose like that. That way they can all be drying. Yay! So good, so good, so good to get these done. I should have done these a while back, but I just didn't. Alright, like I said, try to clean it up while it's still wet. Because once the glue dries, it's murderous to try to clean it up. It really, really is. It just doesn't like to clean up and it doesn't like to do anything. There we go. There's the other rose now. Like that. That's good. We are dwindling down the stack, and I am so thankful. And of course, when you're doing something, you gotta snooze, right? think with this one, I'm going to try one of the white button snowflakes. That should come out nice. It really should. And these are wood button ones, which is why I'm trying them. Do one of the rainbows this time, I think. Okay. I'm going to leave that one with its front down, so... Uh-oh, I see that. I see what you did. Naughty little booger. I ain't playing that either. Alright. There we are. Naughty little rat. Okay. I'm so happy I'm going to have some more of these done. So I can use them to make other goodies. Okay, now we're going to try a different rose this time. Now this one's still a flat back, but the different shape is this. So, yeah, I'm doing a video. Making it stinky in here, as you'd call it.
I'm using your stinky glue.
Yeah, I'm using the E6000 glue, the one that's really... Wah. You're leaving again, I figured. He hates E6000, in case you can't tell. Okay, so there's that little rose. Alright. Okay, let's do this little one here. Because it's got a little bit fatter base, which gives me a little bit more room to work. Alrighty, that's what I see. Yep. Clean that up. Yes. Okay, there's that one. Oh, I feel so much better getting these done. I do. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so that really helps. Well, I think we'll grab this rose. Okay. Yeah, this stuff is getting stinky. It sure is. But that is one cute little rose right there, so. Alrighty. I'm going to do this other little flat piece here. have that one ready now to sit and dry. Okay. And the reason I'm trying to get these done is that way I can get this off my box so I have a place to work with the next stuff that I want to try out and see how it'll go. I don't know yet, but we'll see. Okay, can I get that off there? Yes, I did. Good. All right. Okay. Let's do another one of those. Okay. That guy right there. He's ready to draw. And we're going to do the other one. And then those are totally done. There we go. Man, you'd never know that this was me sitting here doing this as long as it is taking, but sometimes you just gotta. Okay, that needs to come off there. There, now. There we go. That helps a little bit. Yes, yes it does. Okay, let's take this one. And that'll finish that set off. I see you down there. I ain't playing that either. Let me see how to get in there. Y'all think you're funny. I don't. Thank you. I'm gonna lay that one upside down, just like the other one. There. Let's do a rose. I see ya. I see you, but you don't want to be there. Alrighty. Thoughts? Oh, well. Wait a minute, did I just feel that? No. Alright, there it goes, I think. Yeah. Okay. I don't want you to come off, but I don't want you having a bunch of ook on you either. And yes, ook is a technical term. Alright, now I need a few more. But I've almost got that whole run done, and that is beautiful. Yes. Let's do the rose, and then the roses will be done. And the roses will be done, 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 done. Okay. Press, and... Come on. Alrighty. And then... Hello, come back here. I don't know where you think you're going. Alright, there's that one. Come on. Alrighty. Now I'm going to try one of these Oogie Boogies. And we're going to see about getting him on here. Boy, that is a plethora of ones to make. It is. And you don't have to do this many at a time. I just am because I know that I'll use them. I know that I will use them. Yes, I do. Okay. So Mr. Boogity Boogity is now stuck to one. So I've got a few here, and then I'm going to try these guys. I don't know if they'll work because they're kind of big, but we're going to see. Really? I don't like, I'm going to lay you on there for a minute because I don't like how you're sitting funny. We're going to go like that. Alright, as you saw, I grabbed the other Oogie Boogie to get him done. I am so tickled these are getting put together. Except for when it does that to my finger. I will be playing Scrub-a-Dub-Dub with my fingers. And some heavy-duty washing soap. Alright, Oogie Boogie, you look pretty good there. You do. So I'll stick him right there. I've got these ones here, which this one I haven't even tried. And we're going to go ahead and do them. And then I'm going to try these boombox looking ones. And then we're going to go for the test one. So, let me get this guy first because he's little, he's cute, he's amazing. Well, hello, my little cute amazing guy. Hello, Mr. Brownie Brownie Brown. King Brownie Boy. Okay, that is cockeyed as all get out. Okay, there we go. Boy, that was not nice. Wonder why it ended up like that. Anywho, there's that little bear. Now I've got two little bears and a bee, and I've got two more bales here, and then I have to get more out, which is okay. I'm clicking along, so we're good. We are good. We are good. We are good. Okay. Dadgum, that thing smelled. Yeah. Okay, let's try doing the little bee, but we're going to use his bottom at the top of the little bale. You're cockeyed now. What's the deal with cockeyed tonight? Okay, I don't. There you go. That's better. Thank you. If I don't drop you. There we go. Little bee. So see, your cabochons don't always have to be great big either, because here's a small one, here's a small one, the roses are small. I mean, I wouldn't go too much tinier than that, because then they're not going to look right on there. And that's just, unfortunately, how that works. Oh, come on, don't make me have to dig out another one right now. Yuck. Yuck. I want that off there. Thank you. Now, that little bear says, love me. And we're going to try to center it in his back, which puts the head up near the top of the bale. Oh, that's a little bit of a rough one there. All right, let me turn you sideways because there's goop hanging out. I don't like goop. I do not like that stuff. No, 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 no. All right, let's come over here. Get any excess there. And here's another tiny little one I'll show you here in just a hot minute. Just want to make sure he's good and on there. See, there's a tiny little one. But that's okay. Sometimes you don't need a great big one. Now, I need one, definitely, possibly four. So, let me see. Hey, pretty good count there when I wasn't even counting. And that'll still leave me enough to play with another time. I'll have to order some more soon. But that's alright. Alright, this has a fair amount of glue, so I think I'm going to jump out of line, and I think I'm going to try. And this may be a fail, y'all. I don't know. We'll see. Try this boombox, because I'd love to get these on here and make them charms. I really would. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll lay that like that. Okay. Oh, it didn't straighten so very good, did it? Okay. There we go. Now, alright. So these are turning out like this, and I'm hoping they'll stay. And hopefully they will. So I've got one more little guy to do before we do the, oh my goodness, I don't know if that's ever going to work. I'm just going to try it. And yes, that's what I'm calling it, really. So let's see about getting this little bear on here. Alright, I think. Now just clean up the edges. What about this side? Getting in there is a little tough. Alright. Well, I think we have that little bear ready now. And that is amazing. Alright, now let me get... Okay, so I had this other idea while I was working with these. and thinking about these, because I have some straw cover pieces that I cut the straw piece off, and I have some wood discs, so we're going to try something. I could be wrong, it could be a mess, and it could be garbage. So, but you don't know if you don't try. So here's what these discs look like, okay? I'm going to take 2 of this color, and I'm going to move those down. And then the other ones are this color. They're a black color. And again, they're made the same way. And as you can see, I paid 50 cents for these, and that was it. And the straw covers, I think we gave 10 cents for. So, but I'll show you what I did. I took the straw piece off as far as I could, and these are silicone. Okay, so here's what this little one looks like. And I thought, well, wouldn't they be just darling to put on to a wood piece like this, and then turn this into a pendant piece? And so that's where my crazy brain went. So that's what I think I want to do. I think I want to do a few like that and see how they work. And there's different ones. There's leaves, there's give thanks ones, there's the gnome, which there's a few of the gnome there, a few of the leaf, gnome, a leaf, a give thanks pumpkin, and then a thanks truck. And then there's a turkey, an actual turkey, which I thought was cute. And all I did was, like I said, cut the backs off of them, the straw piece off of them, to see if I can work them this way. And then there's some acorns. And I thought, well, if I can work them this way, turn them into pendants, they're more useful to me than they are as a straw cover. So that is where I'm at with this, and I want to try it. So it's going to take some E6000. It's going to take some gluing, and I am definitely ready. I just want to try this and see how it works. So that's where I'm at. So I'm going to try to get a pretty big glob there. And I'm not going to put it on the circle. I'm going to actually put it on the leaf. Why? I think it would stay better, truthfully. Now, I could be wrong. And I'm going to say that. I could be wrong. These could be a flop. I really don't know yet. I've never tried this. So if they flop, I'll let you know. If they turn out, I'll let you know. But I want to get the glue on here and stick it to it to see. And I think that it's super important that I get all this glue on there in the best fashion that I can, in the quickest way that I can. So, because I really like to try these and pray it works. My E6000 is being a bit boogery, as we all saw earlier. Sometimes my glue is not my friend. There, I think I have enough to try this one. Alrighty. And the goal, like I said, is to turn these into pendants that people could wear. Now, they ain't going to stay just like this. I mean, I'd put them with other stuff, obviously. I wouldn't want it just, just that. Get that out of there. And then I can show you at least partially what I'm hoping. So here's the leaf I just did. And this is how it looks. I mean, part of it is still being a little rotten. It's not going to stay in place. But that is the idea. And then I could put either a plastic bale or a metal bale on the back of it if I had to. Or there's enough room there. I think we could drill a hole and put in one of the screw eye hooks and get that to stay. Alright, you're being buttholy, so I'm going to have to put more glue there. Yes, I am. Why can't you just work? Okay. Come on up here. Yeah. There. Now, I think I got it. I gotta get all the extra out of there, though. I do not want that hanging around. Ew. Yeah, I don't want that hanging around there. That's disgusting. But this was my crazy idea to try. To see, does it work? Does it not? Is it worth putting the time into it? Or should I just use these for a different kind of project? Boy, that glue wants to stay. Yeah, this may be, I'm gonna have to lay this one, I think, upside down and let it dry. Like that, maybe. Hopefully. I hope. Because I have a good amount of these, and I'd really like to use them, so... Yeah, maybe. Maybe it'll stay. Maybe. Let's turn it upside down like that and just... Alright. It'd be really nice if my E6000 came out a little better, instead of me having to fight with it like so. Get that put on there? Yeah. I'll try this a little different here. Maybe I can plop a couple big drops on there and then spread it out. Okay. Come on. Don't be that way. This stuff is definitely wicked, let me tell you. By the time I get done with this, I may need to go outside. Whoosh. Okay. I think that one may turn out really well. We'll see. So there's what that one looks like so far. I think that might work. Woo-hoo-hoo. And Timbuktu. That bottom piece is going to give me a fit right there. That one seems to want to stay good. The leaves may not work so well. I'm going to try. I don't know. This leaf is being a little bit boogery. So there may only be one leaf if it works. The gnome seems to be doing pretty good. I'm kind of impressed with Mr. Gnome. There's a few spots that want to pull up, but not like this leaf. This leaf is being really a pain. Like, seriously. Nope, that ain't gonna be heavy enough, I don't think. Well, I don't know if I have anything heavy enough. That may be the problem. Yeah, I may not have anything heavy enough there. That will make me upset. This one, I think, just needs something to keep it pressed down. I wonder if I could stick another one on top, and that would be... No. Okay. That leaf may not stay. I mean, I'm just saying. Because my other option... I don't know. I don't know about that. We'll see. Like I said, he's being a little bit boogery, and I don't want him popping up, because if he's not totally glued down right, then the pendant piece won't work right either. I need something heavy. Heavy on my desk, yeah, right. I don't know. I have to look and see. Yeah, that guy keeps popping up on the corner. Why is it the corner on one side always wants to pop? The other side will be just fine. Well, these may have been a bad idea. We'll see. I'm trying. I am trying. Yeah, I'm not liking this leaf. Me and it aren't so compatible here. Yeah. I need something major heavy to sit on these guys overnight, I think. And I mean major heavy, like to really put weight on it. And I can't seem to find anything in my craft room that would do what I think I need this to do. Wheel. I wonder if that would be... I don't know if that's heavy enough. We'll try it. I'll try anything once. Okay, sit this guy and this guy up here. And... oh, maybe. Jeez. Okay. Let's sit it like that and see what happens. Maybe that'll work. And I think before I try to do any more of these, I'm going to let those dry for the 24 hours and then see how that works. Because if they don't work that way, I do have other options I could try. And these are looking a little boogery. So these may get turned into something else. But I'll know after we do those two and see. But that was a try anyway. It's alright, Brownie, I'm not going to get you. And there's still enough in there to be used for something. So I'm going to cork that guy up. Because he has made my craft room quite smelly. Alright, you go back up in your hidey spot. Maybe. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's rank. Ooh-wee. Okay. There's that. He's up in his hidey spot, and we can clean up this part of the mess. Now, I'm going to show you. I do fold my tag over onto all that icky glue that's there. Doesn't mean it's going to stay, but it does help cover it up. Now, put this back on here. I didn't touch anything else in there, so that's brilliant. Okay. And like I said, if those don't turn out, I can use these a different way, I think. So, my friends, that is how I turn a flatback cabochon into a charm. And as you've seen, I did a whole ton of them here right before your eyes. So, that is literally how I do it. That is all I do. And then I let them dry 24 hours. And then I'll pick them up and see what they look like, see how it feels. If I think the glue really, solidified with the charm, or the cabochon, excuse me, to make a charm. And then what I'll do then is I'll put them away if they worked. Now, like I said, with the ones that are done with glitter hot glue and molds, I put just a jewelry piece down in it, and it has stayed. That's been in there for years. So yeah, you can do them that way too if you have the arm strength. That one took me forever, so I probably won't ever do any more of them. Now I do have other ones made, other brain ones made. I've got like a white brain, a green brain. I've got that red one. I've got more of the teddy bears. So, I mean, I could sit here and screw the eye screws down them, which I didn't think about. Another way you can do it, and I think I have those in here, don't I? Or don't I? Maybe I don't. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do. Hang on. Yes, I do. Okay, so there are different sizes of these. I think they call them eye pins or eye screws. And here's what they look like. This is one of the bigger ones. Now, when you use them, you just screw them down into whatever you're going to do. And then you can put a little bit of glue down on this screw part and it'll stay in. I haven't done any like that in a while, but I could. Those are pretty big loops, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. It just depends on what size you want to do. So that is the turn a cabochon into a charm. And I thank you for watching. And like I said, I'll let you know if those two wooden pieces turn out and if the boombox ones turn out. The rest of them I figure will. It's just those that I'm a little worried about. So I'm going to get on off here. I'm going to go clean my hands up. And then I'm going to put some stuff away here that I have sitting out because it's all over. And then I might be back again. We'll see. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for spending some time with me and seeing my craziness at work. I hope you have a good day wherever you're at in the world, that you got to get out and enjoy it some. And until next time, again, thank you so much for watching. If you're playing along, thank you for playing along. I hope that you smiled today. It's good for you, really is. Hug someone, it's good for you, good for them, medically proven. And please, above all else, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. If you can't, fake it till you make it, and let's not add any more negativity to the world. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.